This is my prediction for how Halo Infinite will end. It starts off, Master Chief and that guy are flying down to Halo, and it's beautiful, majestic. They see lovely creatures, giraffes and elephants grazing. It's beautiful. It's like an African preserve, but in space. And as they land, they hear a distress signal. It's from...
Hello, this is Captain Marcel.
Artichoke 5. He's like a Spartan. He's like, hey, I'm still alive. Guess what? I didn't die. Master Chief says, we gotta go save him. He's a Spartan, and he's somehow alive. And the other guy says, that's crazy. But they go. Master Chief jumps out of the Pelican and flies down. He crashes into the earth. His body disintegrates on impact, explodes, detonates. Master Chief is dead. And that's the big reveal. The first mission is just like falling to the ground, you die. And then from here on out, you play as Artichoke, the Aardvark, the Spartan, and he's fighting. So he's pinned down by ancient like Forerunner guys, and he's like, oh crap, I gotta get to the base, and I gotta save the universe from Cortana, who's bad. Cortana has turned evil and is making she's Cortana's putting all the Spartans into like little badniks, like Robotniks. That's people into badniks. That's what that is. So she's like, oh crap, I gotta stop Cortana from making any more badniks. So Artichoke fights his way through the Covenant, like remnants, and then the Banished show up, and they're like, we don't care, we're gay, we're having gay sex. And he says, that's awesome, I respect you for that. And he guns him down. He guns him down. While walking, he comes across it's like a Covenant scarab as he's like journeying, but it's like an elephant. It's a big stumper, and it's Varuta from Breath of the Wild. He says, what? Varuta from Breath of the Wild? That's from a different game. And he looks across the landscape and he sees the Death Egg. And he says, what? The Death Egg? That's from a different game. He discovers that Cortana, the mantle of responsibility, before it was Cortana's, before it was the humans, before it was the Forerunners, and before it was the Precursors, it belonged to the Sonachus. And the mantle of responsibility is actually the secret key to unleash the dimensional merge. The dimensional merge. That's what's happening. Every universe is coming together, and it's in the Halo world though. So that's what that was. Halo takes place 5,000 years after the incarceration of Christian, and he is a god no longer. So now, the discovery has been made. Christian and, Cortana-chan. She goes by Cortana Weston Chandler, so she just goes by Quick now, you know? And Artichoke is like, oh crap, I can't stop the merge by myself. I need the help of the Master Chief. So he has to, 2010 Stars line of Bionicle collect the Master Chief's pieces and rebuild him from the ground up, a true warrior once again. And he puts all the pieces into a big machine called the Flip Converter, and it flips a big switch, and Master Chief is rebuilt in the modern day with a brand new will, a brand new fire. He's playing on legendary mode now, so he's got to be extra careful. So he's a kick guy. He's really cool. I can't be on normal mode. I need to get my big brother to help me. But yeah, he's playing through legendary mode. And then Master Chief and Artichoke run into the Arbiter, and Arbiter says, I am here to kill Cortana. And they say, let's go. And the three of them just start running and gunning. And it's running and gunning, and it's running and gunning, and then they get into a Scorpion tank, but the alien one, I forget what it's called, and they drive that down this huge ramp, and they're gonna ram into Cortana's castle, and they see that Cortana is there on a big screen with Cortex, Dr. Robotnik, and Bowser, and Ganondorf's there too, and they're all video game characters. Okay, and Howard the Duck is also there, and Howard the Duck like jumps out with an energy sword. His final battle has begun, and the Master Chief of the Arbiter, the Arbiter says, "What's he doing? He's playing on Legendary." And the Master Chief says, "No, I'm playing on Easy, bitch." And he just starts killing people. He just starts shooting. And they make their way into the castle of Quicktana after defeating Howard the Duck, where Eggman, Neocortex, Ganondorf, Bowser, Darth Vader, and Forful. Nah, that's another guy. What's another guy? And Thanos. Nah, that's gay. What's the bad guy from The Shining? The bad guy from The Shining. They're like dad after he goes crazy from The Shining are there. And Master Chief realizes there's only one way. Alright? You know, everything's fallen too far. Humanity's dead. There's no chance. Look at the bullshit that is surrounding us. And so he decides to fire the Halo array. And he obliterates everything. And in the last frame, Halo and Quicktana embrace. And that's the end of Halo Infinite. That's how it's gonna end. Thank you.